Okay everybody, here's a just a quick video on how to put your tail assembly together. There's a few questions on how to do it, and so this will be the easiest way to explain it. You'll receive something that looks like this, the motor mount and the two end blocks. Probably the easiest thing to do first is to put your servo horn on. And this is kind of a little trick I've used before. Snap your servo horn on there. And when you purchase your Dubro connectors, which are part of the kit, but when you purchase them by themselves, you get a metal lock or a plastic one. And you can use either or. The plastic one is easy to get in there. You just press it on until it goes on, but it's also the easiest one to come off. The metal ones won't come off, but they're a little hard to get on there. So the way I do it is put it flat on a table and put it over it, and you'll probably notice it doesn't go on very easy. It's a little difficult. What I use is, you can use something like a pen and just take off the tip. So you've got a tube, or just use another, a round tube, anything that'll work. And you press it on to the table. So put it flat. You put the metal washer over it, and then you just press on it. And there it goes. So that's the easiest way to put those on there. You can try using pliers or something like that, but you may end up bending it. So if you once you put that on there, that's probably the hardest part, I think. And so you've got your servo arm on there. You can cut your other end off. And so the next step is you need to set up your boom so it'll fit. Now these blocks are squarish. The tips or the corners on here are rounded. So it's a half-inch square with rounded corners. So what you need to do is take your boom, and all I used was some scissors, and just go in and take the edge off, kind of round off the edge all the way around. So you need just enough so it slides in. So once you've done that, you can just slide it on. There we go. So it'll slide right on. And then the next thing you want to do is put your servo tray together. So you'll have a piece that looks like this, one that looks like that. Your servo is going to go on just like this. So you want to install your standoffs. So there's 4 of them. Probably a little overkill, but it's just safe, and it grabs the ears of the servo so it doesn't twist or rotate. And I'm doing this real quick here. You probably want to put some thread lock on there, just very small amount, so the screws don't back out. And so it's going to look like that. And your servo drops in here just like that. But you want to also just add a little piece of 3M tape, double-sided 3M tape. And so I'm just going to cut a piece real quick. And you want to put that in here. And I'm not going to glue this one in because I'm going to use this servo for something else. But you drop your servo in, and then you put your end cap. So that'll go, oh, wrong screw. That's going to go okay, so you get the idea. Basically, now you've got this servo in its little cage with two ear marks here, so you can bolt it onto the boom. And so what you're going to do is you're going to line up your servo now with your arm. And it needs to just make sure that this is straight. So it's not like this, and it's almost touching the block here. So what you can do next is mark with a pen. You can mark where this goes here and here. So you've got two small marks. And take a real small drill bit, 1/16 or so, and just drill those out. And included in the kit are some wood screws to lock it, or if you really want to be extra careful, there's some nut and bolts that are included. I'm just going to use the wood ones for now. If you're using a nice hard piece of wood, then you shouldn't have a problem with them backing out or stripping or anything like that. But you do want to pre-drill it just to help that process. So you're going to bolt these on. I'll take this off for now here. And I didn't do a great job of lining it up, but you'll get the idea of how it goes. They're pretty hard getting in there, so if they go in real easy, then it means you made your pilot hole too big. And you probably want to then resort to using the nut and bolt. So that's how your servo is going to install in the bottom. There's two small holes on the sides. You want to do the same thing. Just make a pilot hole. And then install your screws, and that'll just keep it from sliding back and forth. That's how it goes together. Yeah, that one's needs a few more turns. Okay, so you've got your servo on the bottom. You've got your two screws to hold that from coming out. And now you just adjust your linkage. And I put the servo arm. Oh, there we go. And just make sure that the spacing here is such that this is vertical, so there's no binding, and that's pretty much flush up here. Okay, thanks a lot.